There's actually a lot of scientific evidence that Joe Dispenza talks in detail in his book, where he describes how when you're in the state of those elevated emotions of love and gratitude and calm and peace and abundance, that your body is feeling so much better, because now your body has the energy to actually heal itself. And if you're in the states of anger or those typically labeled negative emotions that you don't really even have time to heal. Welcome everyone to LifewithLiza podcast. Our mission at LifewithLiza is to share people's stories and the challenges that they have overcome, so that those who are listening in can get the strength, the courage and the hope to be their better selves. Welcome to this special edition episode. I think it's episodes number 53 or 54, since I started doing the 100-day challenge, when I'm releasing an episode a day for the last 100 days of 2022, and it has definitely been a wild ride. I cannot believe I'm more than halfway through this challenge, and it's definitely a challenge, because so many times you still have to follow through on your commitment, even on the days when you don't feel like it, even on the days when you feel super tired, even on the days when you already worked the whole day and you still have this challenge and you still gotta do it. And I love it. I love creating my own non-negotiables and then following through on them, because it just shows how powerful one can be once you have a clear goal in mind and you know that you're gonna do it no matter what. Nothing can convince you otherwise. There's just so much power in that. And I remember some other challenges, like doing the 5 times a week workouts last year, so basically completing 265 workouts last year and just following through on that. That was also so crazy, especially when you have to do 5 times a week workout but you're not feeling well, so you just then go for some kind of stretching, pilates and yoga, but you know that you cannot just skip a workout, but you can change it, but still you need to do it. And it has also been pushing me so much. But something that I wanted to talk to you in this episode is something I've been doing lately, and I went back to doing meditations, because I'm reading the Joe Dispenza book, You Are the Placebo. And there I started realizing how important meditation truly is, because it is meditation, or the meaning behind the meditation is to know thyself and to be aware of your own thoughts. And I realized that I used to do meditations quite a lot, almost on a daily basis, and then it somehow faded away when I was starting to build other habits, like working out regularly, and it took a second place over working out. But I realized that by me not doing the meditations, I've let so many more of the negative thoughts in my mind that they just got in my subconscious, that I was not really aware of. And only recently, as I started meditating, and I think it's been now maybe 2 weeks that I meditate every day, and I've actually stacked it in with my workout. So I actually do the workout, and once I finish the workout, I do the Wim Hof breathing and a little stretch, and then I do the meditation, and it's definitely the best morning. And in that way, I ensure that I actually do both of the good habits, the working out and the meditation. And what I started noticing is that I just lay there with some soft music, close my eyes, and I just watch my thoughts. And I started noticing that some of the thoughts in my mind, I was not even aware of their existence, and they're actually quite negative or quite judgy towards myself or others or other events in my life. And I was quite shocked to discover that I do have so many negative emotions that managed to somehow slip in my mind and now be in my subconscious world and are affecting me without me even noticing. And I feel like meditation, it is this daily practice of taking out the weeds from the garden and planting the good seeds and the seeds of good plants or the thing that we want to grow in our minds and in our lives. So by just doing this, I already started noticing so much positive change, because I don't really want to waste my energy on negative thoughts, I just don't want to operate in that mentality of lack and not in the abundance world. And I feel like those negative thoughts generate negative emotions, and negative emotions just drag you down to the world of lack, to the world of disease, to the world of all of those negative things that you don't really want to attract in your life. And once you consciously decide to remove those negative thoughts, you also feel a bit elevated, and you create space for more positive emotions in your life, for more gratitude, for more love, for more peace, for more calm. And then you start attracting also more and more of those things in your life, just because you feel peace inside. So peace is getting attracted to you. And the decision or the intention behind my current week is to actually really focus on being intentional about my emotions and my thoughts, so that I actually raise my energetical frequencies and I vibrate with a frequency of love and gratitude, and to not really let the external circumstances lower down my frequency to the frequency of jealousy, anger, disappointment, frustration. Of course, some events will happen that will potentially dip you to that state, but then it's your responsibility, it's my responsibility to not stay there for a long time, and just to quickly bounce back to the beautiful state of gratitude and love. And in those states, there's actually a lot of scientific evidence that Joe Dispenza talks in detail in his book, where he describes how when you are in the state of those elevated emotions of love and gratitude and calm and peace and abundance, that your body is feeling so much better, because now your body has the energy to actually heal itself. And if you are in the states of anger, or those typically labeled negative emotions that you don't really even have time to heal, and because you're just generating so many of the stress hormones that your body is not properly healing. It's more in the survival state, and then it's also impacting your health long term if you're constantly in the survival state, if you're constantly stressed. And something that I wanted to stress here is that stress, you might not even feel that you're stressed, but even if you have some kind of undergoing stress always there in the background, it could still be impacting you. Sometimes we're just so busy with our day-to-day lives that we don't even realize that we're actually stressed. And if someone asked us, are you stressed? We would say, no, I'm not. But actually, if we just take a moment and meditate and step back, we could even start noticing that we are actually feeling quite stressed. But even to notice that we need to take that step back and to have that awareness. So that's something that I wanted to talk to you in this video, to actually share that it's so important to become aware of your emotions, to become aware of your thoughts, and meditation is a great tool to do so. And also, once you do become aware of your thoughts, you can start weeding out the negative ones and focusing more and planting more of the positive ones, and then you'll see that you will actually start feeling better, your health will improve, your life will improve, and just in general, it's a more beautiful place to be when you are aligned with those beautiful frequencies of love and gratitude. And it does sound a bit of woo-woo or wishy-washy when I say frequencies and align with the energy, but actually what I love about Joe Dispenza's approach, because I love the fact that he really does go into science. So he talks about the brain science, the neurons, the quantum physics. So he really goes into the details, and he really gives scientific proof of everything. So if you don't think that we are energy, you can really read his book, and he will explain everything step by step on how we actually consist of atoms, and what are atoms, and what's inside the atom, and what kind of waves our brains can generate, etc. So it's covered there in detail, but I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of how that is actually impacting my life, and for that to also maybe provoke you to be more mindful of your own thoughts, and just to maybe spend some time today or tomorrow meditating, becoming aware of your thoughts, of your feelings, and generating a bit more of the positive ones. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, to comment if you will start meditating, and I'll see you in the next episode.